other battle was that if you didn't sleep with his friends or X, Y, and Z, then he would get upset. He would get enraged. Another thing that particular victim said, which led me to your story, is that she would then sit on her, and don't mention any names, she would then sit on the phone at night and scroll through Instagram and look at cute girls and message them, and so Instagram was a tool being used to recruit more women. So that leads me to your story.
Right. So, like I said, I was home one night, and look, it's actually 5:48 a.m. I was in bed, obviously, and I see the hit up. Me just being a normal person, like, oh shit, that's T.I. I'm assuming manager or somebody, like, I write, of course, good morning. That's when he says,
your phone's breaking up. Your phone's breaking up. Hold on. Your phone broke up. Your phone broke. Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Don't. Your phone's breaking up, and don't say any names. Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, Brianna. Frankie, can y'all hear this? Tell me if you can hear in the comments. So, let me hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, right. So that's when he hit me up, and I wasn't sure if it was him for sure. So I wrote back, good morning. And the first thing he said is, can we do you have a contact? So I'm like, yes. I gave him the contact. When he called, originally I didn't pick up the first call. He then wrote me back and was like, oh, just try calling you. So I called back. Whew, I'm getting a little, because like the stories are like really crazy. So I called back. Him and Tiny were both there.
No names.
Okay. So I spoke with him. He's like, oh, are you interested on being flown out? Like, if it was presented to you, would you be interested in, being in the graces of myself and such? And I'm like, sure. Sure. Like, of course, in the midst of me not thinking, I'm just like, sure. Like this.
That's one of the tactics, number one, they use. Our people in our community are using the same fame that we got them to diminish our people, and that's horrible. Like, so
right.
Asking you, so you're a girl, you don't have, you're a woman, you try to thrive and make money, X, Y, and Z. So kind of just, so that was
right.
That presenting itself was something that was extremely tempting to, to a girl who may be, aspiring to be someone, aspiring to have
right. Right.
Okay, so finish.
So now I'm like I said, I have a new baby and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, can I get back to you on this offer? So he's like, sure, you can get back to me, whatever. So now, of course, I speak to my fiance. I'm like, hey, what do you think I should do? Should I, meet up with these people? I see what they have to offer, whatever. And he's like, if you do go, I'm sure they're probably gonna have you sign something, whatever. And it's crazy because, like, as I'm seeing these stories, I'm seeing that this is exactly what they have these people do, like sign that you cannot speak about what's going on. So, like I said, I considered it because of who they are. And then I, like, thought back on it, like, because I myself am a rape victim from 2014, I had just questions of, like, okay, so why do you want to fly me out? Like, why do you want to meet with me? Like, he's like, oh, we have a venture for you. We can speak more in person about it, whatever. But it just didn't sit well with me until why these people wanted, like, I have 2,000 followers at that time, probably less than that. So I'm like, what about me? Like, where did you know what I mean? Like, I had so many questions in my mind about what did they really want. And then, I brought it to my family's attention. I went to my mom. I'm like, Ma, look, such and such wants me to go. And, everybody around me is like, go. I would have did it, And like I said, I have my own family. And I'm like, well, these people are these people. And after I go and come back, like, they're still going to have, you know, their families and stuff. And what am I like? I don't really see what's the main reason. Like, yeah, I do sing, and you know, every girl, like you said, has dreams to be a model and do this and do that. But after I had the phone call with the two individuals, I just didn't understand, like, what did they want from me specifically, because there was no actual, it was more so, when you get here, we'll speak about it, about a venture, as you've seen. And I'm like, okay, what kind of venture, like, what is it exactly that you guys, you know, have in mind? And like, I'm shaking right now because I'm just so glad that I didn't go through with it, because it's so many females, as from what I could see, that has got taken advantage of. And like I said, I couldn't relate to it because I've been there. So like, when somebody actually hit me up and was like, didn't these people hit you up? And then they sent me your link. And I'm shaking. Oh my God, I'm shaking. And so that's why I started reading through the stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is so crazy. This is like so crazy. I'm shaking right now.
I'm like, so now that you're telling me about the contract, right? And people telling me the venture, you're helping me to understand that some of these girls didn't go for what they thought they were going for. You understand?
Right.
You get in the presence of two people you look up to, two people that have the soundtrack to your life. You understand that? So here's your decision. We're here with you. If you want to stay with us, you need to do two things. You need to take a pill, and you need to compromise your spirituality and have sex. And most girls don't have the tenacity, the mindset, and or the discipline and willpower to say no in a moment that in a setting that they feel possibly changed their whole life for them.
Right. And that's, like I said, because of the
sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Like, because of what you said, like, I'm not gonna lie, in the instant, at the moment, a lot of, like, everything in me was like, oh, like, this is an opportunity. But it's just something that, give me 1 second, baby. It's just something that didn't sit well with me. And that's the only thing that stopped me. Like, even my mom told me, go, like, are you crazy? These are these people. Like, you know what I mean? My brothers, like, friends, everyone told me I was crazy for not taking the opportunity. Like, do you know who you could become? All you gotta do is be around the right people at the right time and get a photo taken. So it was very much so tempting. And I'm sure, like you said, other people in my situation, regular old people just trying to make a way for themselves, that's more than likely 9 times out of 10 a female's case. So it's just crazy.
All the women have morals. There's no woman that we've spoken to that didn't have morals. Now, whether she was enticed out of her morals, then that's something different. But every single one of these ladies, every single one of these victims, I'm saying, had a moral compass. But you got to think, this is temptation at the highest level.
Yes, for real. Because like I said, honestly, the only thing that stopped me was me questioning, well, two things. Was me questioning what venture, and them not being able to tell me, and just kept telling me, like, oh, when we meet in person, you know, we'll sit down and we'll speak about it. And then, of course, like I said, I had a newborn baby. And my son was, like, probably 5 months at the time. And I'm like, I can't just leave my baby. Like, I just can't go.
How long was this?
This was about 1.5 years ago. My baby is now 2. My son is now 2 years old. He just turned 2 in December. I actually have the time and dates on there.
I see.
So it's like about 1.5 years, you can say. Mm-hmm. I'm really shaking right now. This is so crazy.
I mean, I thank you for your perspective, because perspective has helped some of the victims, right? To understand. People can understand how easily lured. Like, you can see yourself, like, damn, like, especially, you know, if you're anything like me, if my mama say go, like, you know, you feel me? Like, if my mother says go, I'm out. So,
and it's been plenty of times, like, you know, as a mom, you taking your mom's advice.
Yeah, like you said, my mom said go, I would have been out. Like I would have, oh shit, my mom said, let me go. You know, I would have went.
Everyone told me I was crazy for not going.
Well, now you can let them know, like, no, I wasn't crazy for not going.
And I was in the process of writing you. Hopefully my best friend is on the live right now, because she was another person that was hit up by the individuals, and we literally was just speaking about it 3 weeks ago, and she was like, I don't know if she still has the messages herself, but she's really considering going. And I'm gonna speak to her if she's not on this live and tell her, like, no, that is not the plan. Because just like myself, she's thinking, oh, I can, get money, and
you can pipe up, you can get this, you can do that, you can have access, you can, you know what I'm saying, this you can pipe up. Like that's what you thought. Like you know what I'm saying, like it's not like, you thought that, hey, this may be a good move, this may be my next best move. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? I took one. You're not wrong for that. No one's wrong for taking their next
for
best
trying
move.
to come up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But I appreciate you for having me.
So much.
I
think you're jumping on here right now. If you come back live or X, Y, and Z, we're going to be talking to young ladies that have been victimized to kind of just, and today was, honestly, I just want to thank like all 20, right now we're about 27 victims. I've only posted 20, but it looks like based upon the chain of the stories, we're probably going to be over 100. It's probably in the hundreds.
Yeah, especially with like the whole setup of, it's venture. We can have this in mind. Like, what do you do? And things
one
of that
girl
nature.
the one girl told me that for the 31st birthday, it was 31 girls.
That's crazy.
We haven't spoken to those 31 yet. They said for the 31st birthday, it was 31 girls.
And what is even more mind-boggling to me is that as a female, you should have more sympathy, more of just of a heart. You're a female. You know what it is just to have a vagina.
Yep. We're gonna this is heavy.
Yeah, I'm shaking. I'm like, I'm a little relieved. You know what I mean? Because I, was fortunate enough to, ask questions and stuff like that. But I'm also not relieved because it's like I said, I've been there before, not with these particular, but so I know what that feel is. I know what it does to you, how it, I'm 5 years now, and this was the first year that it came to me, and I actually didn't shed a tear. That type of stuff weighs so heavy on your heart. You question yourself. Oh, what did I do? It's crazy.
I appreciate you.
No problem.
I appreciate you for just being present. I appreciate your voice. I appreciate you for speaking up. This is the first, tonight will be the first night in probably 15 years that some of these victims would have been asleep. To feel like, okay, something, okay, there's a lot to get, golly, I wasn't tripping. I wasn't going crazy. I wasn't wrong. Tonight will be the first night that a lot of these women will be able to rest. Tonight will be the first night they'll be able to rest. Tonight will be the first night. And I'm just so...
Yeah, well, we got to thank you for speaking out, because look at the chain. You know what I mean? The chain that it called, that
happened when I was 28. I'm 42 now.
Yeah.
I'm 42 now. So I had to, it took me to get to this point in my life to just start unpacking shit mentally, spiritually. So, once you get your finances in order, once you got your business in order, what I'm saying, once you got your kids set up straight, then sometimes you just have that opportunity to, you know, to be able to say, let me look at my personal, let me just look at my personal vision board of who I am, what my life is, what my life means. You know,
and you start unpacking stuff that you never even knew was weighing on you so heavy.
And I just simply unpacked it in a comment. Unpacked in a comment. Which you tell, like, which is 1000% true. And my child got brought into it.
Oh my God.
And so that's when the wig and the glove came off and said,
that's when Mama Bear come out.
We could play any game on earth you want to play. We could play Monopoly, we could play spades, dominoes, checkers, connect motherfucking 4. You know what I'm saying? We could play Twister, bitch. But we're not gonna play with my motherfucking baby.
Right.
We're not gonna play with my child. That's one game we're not gonna play. Not you're not gonna play with my and you're not gonna play with my name. I work too hard to get to this space. You won't discredit me. So this is for whoever may be watching. This is the message. Lesson number 1 from the seminar girl. Watch who the fuck you play with. Everybody ain't broke. Everybody ain't broken. Everybody ain't scared. Everybody ain't quiet. So here's your lesson number 1 from the seminar girl. This is the first day of your class at Glam University. Tuition gonna be paid by me, bitch.